Good morning, and what a wonderful morning it is. Let's feed the ponies first. I've had a few questions about what I feed them and do you need to feed specific things for endurance horses, so I will just go through our feed routine with you right now. So to be honest, the answer is no. I don't think there's anything specific that you have to feed endurance horses that you wouldn't feed other horses. But what I would say is, for me personally, I have a very adaptable feeding routine. So they have a little bit of everything that's in here in their daily feed, but the quantity and how much they have of each thing is very, very dependent on how much work they're doing, how much they've been sweating, and what energy requirements they need. The reason they have a little bit of everything the whole time is I want it to be in their gut. I want them to be used to having it, so that when at a ride Estrid decides that all she'll eat is fibre cubes, she already knows, her gut knows what fibre cubes are, and then in vet gate 2 she decides that all she'll eat is mix. So that is why. So I'll just run you through the options that I have first. So I have a mash. Everything's at the bottom at the moment, and this is a combination of sugar beet and alfalfa, and that gets water put in it and it makes up these soggy mashes, and I like that because it keeps the water content in their feed high, reduces the chance of choke. Then I have this mix, which at the moment is actually a combination of Bailey's endurance mix and these Excel mix, because I switched with Estrid when her tummy was a bit funny after her antibiotics. I wanted to put her on the Ease and Excel for a bit because it's better for kind of tummy problems. Then I've got some fibre cubes. This is like a low calorie, high fibre, just to kind of a bulk out, something to eat kind of cube, and it's actually Estrid's favourite. And then I've got some Ease and Excel cubes. You can just tell the difference, they're smaller. And these are a high energy but still good for any horses prone to ulcers or tummy problems, but it still gives them lots of calories and lots of slow release energy. The endurance mix is normally my quick release option, so this is kind of my always fibre hydration option. Then the endurance mix is usually my kind of quick release. It's quite high oil, it gives quick and slow release energy, so that is if I need something like my pre-ride, I mix fibre and a little bit of quick release. The fibre cubes is a little bit of everything, get something in their tummy, so that's like a nice pre-ride as well. I was using chaff, but Estrid wasn't really eating it, so it kind of defeated the object of trying to get her to eat before ride. So that's kind of like if we're not doing hard work, then the fibre cubes is what we're having. If we're doing harder work, then it's a mix of the fibre and the endurance mix because it's more quick release. And then the Ease and Excel cubes, I like that slow release, very tummy safe energy, and that is predominantly what Estrid has for all her training. And basically they have a baseline, kind of a number of mugs that they have a baseline of each feed. So if they're doing nothing, they'll get the minimum amount, and then depending on the work that they're doing, I'll increase the feed that they have. So Tizzy might have fibre cubes and the mash normally, but then if she's doing some work, she'll have the Ease and Excel cubes and a couple of cups of that before and after. So it's very adaptable, I think, feeding an endurance pony. And then the only supplements I have at the moment is I put some electrolyte salts in. So I have these salts for in their feed, and then I have the Bailey's Aqua Aid for in their drink, and then Estrid is on the Protection Gut Balancer. She is a stressy mare, and I really want to protect her tummy, and she also, as soon as she's stressy, her poop goes to liquid and it's gross, so that has really helped. But yeah, that is what they get fed. Let's make up the feeds and go give them breakfast. Okay, let's load them up. Estrid. Oh, a freshie! I forgot. Oh, I can't get in. Do you know what I wish you had the option that you could buy a new one without having a scoop in it? I just feel like it's such a waste of plastic. There we go. Then I'll increase their electrolyte based on how they're working as well. So when it's hot and they're going to be sweaty, then they have a baseline of 1 scoop, and then they'll increase their electrolyte before and after exercise depending on what they're up to. So they are both having a couple of fibre cubes. So this is a baseline day, nobody's being ridden today. And Estrid is having a cup of mix. Tizzy is having a couple of Ease and XL cubes. Nice. And then this evening Estrid will have some Ease and XL cubes, so at least she'll have like a cup of them. And Tizzy will have a little bit of mix as a treat because it's her favourite. Let's go. Oh, Whizzle. Bet you regret taking your fly mask off, don't you? He's coming. Better find it quick, haven't we? Out the way, everyone. Oh, the flies are awful. There you go, Liz. Come here. It's just like, come to me. Luckily, it was a fresh fly mask day today anyway, wasn't it? Tizzy obviously knew and thought she'd take it off for me. Oh, they're so awful. Flies, I tell you. The worst. So, today is the close of entries for the Thetford FEI 1-star. So, obviously I did, well not obviously, I did a pretty tough, but not for Estrid, but in general, 40-kilometre endurance ride at the Long Mynd, and it was so good. Estrid was really good. She flew through it. She looked great at the end, and that was my test to see how she was after the accident she had where she ran through 2 fences and snapped a fence post in half. To see how she recovered after it and whether I was going to enter our first 1-star and do an FEI ride and a race this year. Unfortunately, today is the last day to make the decision, and I have made the decision not to go. And I'm really sad about it, and it's not the decision obviously I wanted to make. I was really excited to get to a race with Estrid this year. Oh, the cloud's gone behind her. No, hold on. The sun's gone behind the cloud. But basically, after Long Mynd, she just wasn't moving as well as she should, but she was still okay. So we put her race shoes on. So she had her 220-pound set of shoes with the pins in and the pads in and the dental impression to like reduce the concussion and stuff. So I was still thinking, okay, we might be going. She saw the physio wasn't that happy with her either, and that kind of gut instinct that I had seeing her move in the field was kind of then backed up by what the physio was seeing, and we were like, we could try it and see what happened, but it's a lot of money to enter the ride. So if you just see it from a logistical point of view, it's a lot of money to enter the ride. Oh dear. I've already spent money on getting our FEI registration. No, we don't eat Wizzle's breakfast. Poor Wizzle. She's finished it anyway. She's finished it anyway. She's just licking the bucket. So logistically, I've already spent a lot of money trying to get to this 1-star. Getting my registration, it would have been the entry fees, the shoes. I've spent some money that I wasn't intending on spending after her accident, going back to the water treadmill every week, and that's been really, really good for her. I don't regret a single penny because she's worth it, and it came down to the fact that if I went to a ride and we went out lame or something happened, but I had gone into that ride 100% confident that the preparation would be good and Estrid is fine, that's just bad luck. I'm cool with that. Stuff happens, fine. But if I go into a ride and my gut feeling is that I don't think we should do it and there's doubt there and it's not the preparation that I wanted, then if something goes wrong, then it's on me. So I've made the decision that we're not going, and I'm really sad about that because it would have been really fun, wouldn't it, Wizzle? Because you know, racing's fun. But Estrid, there's only one Estrid, and there'll be lots of more years and lots more opportunities to race and do FEI. Tissy, I don't. Every time I try and explain things, you come in for butt scratches. So yeah, there's one Estrid and there'll be plenty more opportunities, and I would rather have her for years to come doing races than try a race this year and cause more issues than we need to. Okay? But basically that means that I've made the decision that Estrid is going to have her yearly rest now. Rather than, so normally I would compete through the season and then they would have October, November, December off. Whizzle. So Estrid, instead of having that usual, I would normally give 3 months off at the end of the year, at the end of the season, Estrid is going to have a bit of time off now, so she's going to have August, September and most of October off. Then I'll ride her again November, some of December, and then I go away for 6 weeks, so she will have that time off and then we'll start again for next season. The reason for that is because of my work commitments and timing and things, I can't get to any of the other races in the UK this year. So I thought, if we're not quite happy with her, let's give her plenty of time to recover and relax and chill, because she has been training super hard over the last couple of months, and then have a little bit of fun over autumn, make sure that she's okay going into that winter break, and we'll start again next year. Which I feel like I say every single year. I don't even remember the last year I raced, maybe 2019 might have been the last year I actually got to race, if you don't include Man v Horse. So it's been a while, but I'm nothing if not resilient, hopeful and optimistic. So maybe next year will be our year and we finally get to do that elusive 1-star, because we're registered now, so we might as well. You coming back? Hello?